Take two. It is Monday, March 6th. It's Nails Over Coffee. I'm a klutz who knocked over my phone. So we'll try this again. Hi. Same cup, retro Mickey's mug, right? Dude, I'm seriously like out of control. I totally just knocked over my phone. Yeah, I know. It's a Monday, right? Okay. But notice I found my University of Nails sign in my office, so it's back up here to do some promoting because this month I'm doing video tutorials. I mean, the website's already up and going and everything for members, but I'm going to add a bunch of service tutorial videos this month. So that's why it's there. Okay, let's see if I can set my coffee cup down this time without knocking over the phone. Okay, so some fun stuff. I got my new business cards arrived today. I got 1,000. Yep, see that big old box? I got 1,000 business cards for like 50 bucks. Two-sided, full color, the whole deal. I ordered them from clubflyers.com. So that is what they look like. And then the back has room for me to write next appointment on there. It's got my website, my address. So fun, cute, in my salon colors, my smiling face. I've found that in a business like ours where we spend so much time face-to-face with our guests versus hairstylists are behind their guests. They're looking in the mirror, but they're behind their guests. Massage therapists, people are laying on their stomach. Estheticians, people have their eyes closed. That with us, the University of Nails, it's www.universityofnails.com. And if you're looking for information on my business cards, and that's where my rack cards are coming from too, they should be here today or tomorrow. It's clubflyers.com. I always wondered, you'd go into, my husband is a retired DJ. And so you would go into the stores that you could buy DJ friendly music, and they would have all of these, postcards sitting around that were full color, glossy, to promote a show at some like local bar. And I was always like, man, how can they afford those? Well, I finally picked one up one day and looked at it, and on the very bottom it said clubflyers.com, and I was like, oh. So I hopped on their website, and sure enough, they've got all kinds of printing and they run great sales and stuff. So clubflyers.com. There's the new business cards. So I was waiting to show you guys the photo books until the business cards came here. So these came from Shutterfly, okay? And I made my own book. You can make it really easy off your Instagram and those kind of things if you want. I spent a little more time custom picking out some photos of mine. But, so what I'm going to do, it's a softback book. These were about $8 a book by the time I used a bunch of promo codes and free shipping and all that kind of stuff. So this is my book. There's my cover. And inside, in the cover, I'm going to put one of those plastic sleeves and then put business cards in there. And then I'm probably going to throw a couple of rack cards in, just in the fold in each one, so that people have those. So there's a little introduction to me and just a sample of some of my work. And then I feel like we're doing story time. And then there's natural nail services with a bunch of pictures that are all natural nails. And a little thing about what kind of natural nail work I do. And then there's some more nails and some stuff about me and my picture again, because pictures are important. And then I've got a sheet on problem nails and toes because I do a lot of work on problem children. And then just some toes. Life is better in flip-flops. And some toes. and a little layout. My life is too short to wear boring nail polish. And then the fact that I go to continuing education and I get new nail art stuff in every month. And then a bunch of enhancement pictures. And let's see, moving on. And then just some nail art pictures, samples of different kinds of nail art that I like to do. And then this is just a little collage that's just got some little information blurbs on it. Like right there it says, like Disney? Me too, because I do lots of Disney nail art because I'm a Disney nut. And then enhancements. So this has got a focus on some of the different enhancement stuff I do. And then here in the back is my service menu. And it's my service menu with pictures and descriptions, but no prices. Because that way the books will outlive whatever my current price sheet is. Which I just increased my prices. So, and then same thing on the back with enhancement services, nail art, talking about nail art upcharges, and then my airbrush tanning. And then on the back is my little bio and more contact information. So those are my books that I ordered. I've got some hairstylist friends and everything who are going to put these in their salon or have these. Hello. And so my business cards will be in there so people can take one and do a little bit of offline person-to-person marketing, grassroots marketing, right? So, like I said, if you go to Shutterfly.com, you can pay attention to start uploading photos and everything, sign up with your email and stuff, and they'll start sending you specials. And so you just watch. I got these on the day that it was 50% off your entire order. And then it's always free shipping, I think, over $39. And you can stack promo codes. So don't think just because you used one, you can't use another one. So I got 50% off my entire order and I got free shipping. So I got 8 photo books for, it was like $89 or something like that. So there we go. And so then it's customizable to you. Like, you know, then it's, nobody can just say they're picking out of some random thing. This is your book. This is all your work. So don't do this until you're ready. Until you feel like the pictures you have of your work is representative of the work you actually do in the salon. Okay? That's just a little hint. So this kind of thing is not necessarily for somebody just starting out. Instead, I would suggest you go to someplace like Club Flyers and do rack cards or brochures. So you are more focused on your services and what they offer than you, and some information about you, than on actual photos of your work. But if you've got somebody, if you're somebody who's taken lots of pictures of your work and you're really comfortable with how those pictures look now, then this is a great way to do a real visual menu for some people who are coming into your salon. So that, that's what's going on with that. Now, the other thing that I saw, oh, I'm going to pick up my coffee. Let's see if I can not knock over my phone again. God, I'm such a dingbat. Maybe I should just hold on to my coffee cup. So, Victoria Hunter posted a video of some nail art, and I want to put this up for you. It's a 30-second video. Hopefully I'll be able to get an angle that you guys can see. I will put a link in the comment section below on Facebook. But it was really interesting because there was some discussion about how to do this from the person who posted it. And apparently in the comments, she talked about using acetone, and apparently this is regular polish, but I would prefer to do this with gel polish. And I thought maybe it could be thinned with alcohol, like what we do with alcohol inks, but so let's see. No, come back. See, this is what happens when I don't have two hands. No, I want to play it. Okay. Apparently this is as good as it's going to get. Okay. So, yeah, the rose. Let's see. There we go. That's a better angle. So then she just takes a fine brush with something that's clearly watered down. And brushes it on. And it spreads. Like I said, you guys, I'll post the link to the video in the comment section below this video post on Facebook, on the Nails Over Coffee Facebook page. See? Yeah, I think it's, okay, I think it's actually, I think the discussion is that it's actually polish. But let's go to the comments and see what we can find out, shall we? So it looks like something about washi gel. Oh, Emma Nail says the brush is very important and dilute the gel with acetone. And somebody said, does this not affect integrity and wear? Would it not be better to mix with a runny gel base coat? So she used acetone. I think that if we took gel polish and you put your first coat down and cured it, and then you put your second coat down and left it uncured, thinned your gel polish color down with a couple drops of alcohol, and then put it on that way, I think that would allow it to flow into itself, and that then you wouldn't have to worry that alcohol would evaporate, and so you wouldn't have to worry about affecting the integrity. So I don't know. That's what I'm going to try. I'm going to try it with alcohol first and see what happens. But that's definitely on my list of things to try this week in that, you know, downtime that we get at the salon, right? That I totally get because I'm totally, you know, finishing up a new space. But I think I do have some time tomorrow, actually. So, what do you guys think? I just don't think it'd be a good idea to do it with acetone. Although I suppose if you're using a non-hybrid gel polish or a gel paint, like if you got Masterworks or one of the other companies' hard gel paints that's not meant to come off in acetone, maybe mixing with acetone. Kate says, I wouldn't mix acetone gel. Sounds like a recipe for service breakdown to me. Yeah, that's kind of thinking. And yeah, alcohol would be better than acetone, in my opinion, says Sassy Chic. I just like to say Sassy Chic. Sassy Chic Nails. Yeah, I feel like, and Kate says, maybe mix a gel paint with a thin clear gel from the same line. Yeah, I just feel like putting a clear gel into it, while it might help the viscosity, it would dilute the color. And I would want the pigment color to stay as strong. So maybe, I wonder if like the Wildflowers gel paints that came out, I wonder what that would do. And of course, a million companies have gel paints, but I'm kind of wondering how that would spread. I also wonder, you know, we have Sassy Chic, the Japanese use alcohol all the time, I think, to thin gel polish. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. I'm also wondering, so I do a lot of easy nail art with just regular old striping polishes, right? Just regular old in the bottle with the striping brush, Super easy. I can just do my thing and then go. I don't have to worry about cleaning brushes or whatever. And I'm wondering if I've always cured my gel before I do that, though I don't wipe it first because I want my top coat to still have the sticky layer to mix with, to combine with. And so I'm wondering if I try to use my striper paints with a wet gel top coat, if it would flow like that. I think there's definitely going to be some trial going on tomorrow. I'm just going to bust out everything that I got and see what works. Because you got to have something that works, right? Oh my God, I just moved like boxes and boxes of nail art stuff. There's got to be something that I already own that will do that. I mean, you know, got to keep that product cost thing down. So I don't know. I'm kind of thinking that that might be on the list of things to do. Not as good with alcohol. What's not as good with alcohol? Yeah, it just seems like there would have to be a way to make it do that without acetone. I don't want to use acetone. Okay, so the other thing, I'll give a second for everybody who's currently typing to get that. I'm almost afraid to move. I'm going to knock my phone over again. Everything's better with vodka. Andrea says that we should use vodka. And you know, other than a good waste of booze, that's, you know, business card. Rat cards are, you know, when you go to a touristy thing and they have those color like 4-inch by 9-inch cards that have information on whatever the touristy place is. Those are rat cards. And they are meant to be, Andrew says our vodka should be one for the nail, one down the hatch, right? Oh my God, we'd never get anything done. So my rat cards match my business cards, but they have on the back all of my services and their price. So it's my price list and the service name, but no service descriptions. I'm leaving my service descriptions for my Vagaro, my website, and my book. So, rat cards are, so I got from Club Flyers, I got 1,000 business cards. Yeah, Andrea says we wouldn't get anything done with the vodka and stuff, but the rose would look gorgeous, or at least we'd think it did, right? I got 1,000 full color, 2-sided business cards and 250 rat cards with the specials that they had on for, and shipping for these kind of things. Shipping for something this heavy is not cheap. I think it was $97.79 for, yeah, these, 1,000 of these and 250 rat cards. And so when now my rat cards are done. So now I don't have to worry about that. I can just take when I'm ready for more rat cards, I can just pop onto clubflyers.com, go to my account, click reorder, and reorder however many of it I want, and it'll just reorder them. And so I'll wait until there's another % discount off of rat cards, and then I'll probably reorder more if I need them. So, all right. Well, and on to the getting away from Andrea's shots of vodka and, you know, vodka art on the nails, although in theory it would work. Good waste of booze. I'd rather use rubbing alcohol for that. So the other thing I want to talk about is, I actually think it might have been Henrietta, but I'm not sure, posted about clients messaging or calling at really weird hours, like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, and how annoying that is, and some discussion about how you handle that or whatever. And there were some different points in the comments, and I thought it was interesting. You know, we have online booking, a lot of us, and that's 24/7, right? Well, I have my settings set to not text me in the middle of the night from my booking software. If somebody books, it texts me at 7 o'clock in the morning. And yes, it was Henrietta. Okay. And so we were talking about, you know, different things. Some people were saying that from a consumer standpoint, from a client standpoint, if you don't send the message right then, or if you don't do it right then, you're more likely to forget. And I kind of understand that. Like, I kind of get that. It's just hard because, you know, it used to be back in the old days that you had a salon phone, and if you were us, you didn't even have voicemail. You had an actual, like, reel-to-reel answering machine. And when you left the salon and locked the door, you were unreachable. That was just that. You didn't have cell phones and online booking and all that kind of stuff. And I think we as a society have gotten used to, you can order from Amazon at 2 a.m. You can book online to an appointment at 2 a.m. Andrea says, I don't accept any calls. I'm text only. I don't want to be on the phone when I'm with a client. You don't accept any calls at all. Well, that's interesting. I mean, let's face it. I don't ever answer the phone, and I'm really bad about listening to my voicemail. And, you know, so you're better off to text me. But Andrea says after hours, she doesn't mind if she's awake. Me, I feel like there's always some clients who push the boundaries. Andrea's voicemail says to text me. Yeah, I think that might be happening on mine today, actually, now that you mention it, Andrea. I don't, like, my thing is that I'll text back if I'm awake or if I'm not busy or something like that. But what I don't like is, I think this was kind of Henrietta's point, was I don't like when you send me 5 messages between midnight and 8 a.m. because I haven't gotten back to you yet. That's kind of rude. Now, I must be doing something right because my clients do randomly text me sometimes at odd hours, especially because I've got a lot of clients who work graveyards and stuff like that. But if I actually am awake and I answer them, we carry on the conversation we were going to carry on. And then usually after a couple of messages, they're like, wait a minute, why are you awake? You know, so I must be doing something right because they're usually surprised when they get that response at weird hours. But the other thing that I do, and I don't know if everybody else does this, but I have my phone. Andrew says, yep, me too. Text back when I can at work, and my phone is silent when I sleep. My phone is actually on Do Not Disturb when I'm with a client too at work. But I set my phone, and I don't know if you can do this with Android. I'm assuming you can. But with iPhone, my phone is set to Do Not Disturb, and it's on an automatic setting. At 10 o'clock at night, it goes to night shift, so it turns off the blue light on my screen automatically. It goes to Do Not Disturb. My family is in, I wonder if we have a troll. I'm fine, thank you. How are you? I wonder if you can't get that going on your Samsung. It's got a lot of, and then in each of my contacts, like in my, I can make it so that people who are my favorites, which are, you know, my kids and the hubby and my dad and stuff like that, that I can make it so that favorites ring through even when I'm on Do Not Disturb. just a nail show going on here. So if you're not a nail tech, it'll probably be pretty boring. Andrew says, can't find the option to do not disturb. Sassy Chic says, my Samsung lets me and the favorites thing too. Okay, well, Sassy Chic, how do you do that? Because Andrea Nailbar does not know how to do it on her phone. I suppose we could just Google it. Just Google how to set a Samsung to do not disturb. So yeah, I mean, I think, so while we're figuring that out, I'm going to talk about it with an iPhone. If you're iOS, in your contacts, you can make certain contacts favorites. You can also, so if you go into, let's see, I'm going to go into settings and see, oh, look at that. They want to see my bra. You know what that means? That means they are a wanker. Oh, damn it. It disappeared before I could block them. Say something again so I can block you. Good times. Yeah, there will be no bra showing. There will be none of that. Oh, Sassy Chic says she'll send a message on Facebook. You know what would be great, actually, is if when I post this video on the Nails Over Coffee Facebook page, is in the comments, just go in there. Oh, there we go. Said something again, so now I can block user. Bye-bye, wanker. Troll. So then you can just put the steps in on the comments, and then anybody who wants to go look at the comments below the video on Facebook can see how to do it on their Samsung. Oh, Andrea says she sees it now. She looked in all the settings. So yeah, so you just go into the settings on your phone and you can change to all kinds of things. General settings. Let's see, here iOS, it's general. Let's see, restrictions on, I got, you know, there's all kinds of things. I don't even know how I set this up anymore. Accessibility. No, that's not it. That's for, display and brightness. No. How do I set my do not disturb? That's crazy. I just did it. I don't even know. Huh. It's in here somewhere. Well, now I'm going to have to look. Oh, there it is. Do not disturb. Duh. It just says do not disturb. So in my settings, there's a do not disturb right there. Yeah, settings, and then do not disturb. And then you can do it scheduled. You can allow calls from favorites, repeated calls. What does the other person see when I'm on do not disturb? Nothing. It still comes through to your phone. It just doesn't alert or light up or anything. So they don't see anything. It just goes to whatever. But if you happen to be holding the phone in your hand and you see it, then you can do that. And so here you can do it silence always or only when the iPhone's locked. Repeated calls, a second call from the same person within 3 minutes will not be silenced. So that way, if you're concerned about like an emergency, and then if somebody calls you, like physically dials your number and calls you at 2 o'clock in the morning twice in 3 minutes and it's a client, I think at that point you definitely have the ability to answer the phone and be a little irate. Yeah, that's for calls and texts too. So, so Kate says she needs to look at her settings. Her phone screen still lights up in do not disturb mode. Yeah, I wonder if that's a setting in Samsung that you can do that. Yeah, you need to get rid of that client if they call you twice at 2 o'clock in the morning within 3 minutes, a physical phone call. It better be because they've ripped off 3 of their nails in some sort of a tragic nail catastrophe. And they are actually calling me from the hospital because the surgeon who's needing to reattach the tips of their fingers has to have some sort of a consult with me. That better be why you're calling me twice. Physically dialing my number and calling me twice at 2 o'clock in the morning. Other than that, there's a problem. Yes, yep, that actually happens to me. Yeah, and so most of my clients are pretty good. But then for the people who just don't know or they slip through or whatever, no, Candy Kate says it's embarrassing, laugh out loud. I put do not disturb on when with a client, but they still see my personal reminders. Yeah, my phone, because I stream music from my phone when I'm in the salon. So my phone, maybe it does still light up. I don't know, but it's like behind me, face down or in a drawer or something. It's away. It's away. So I was thinking about getting an Alexa or an Echo Dot, because then I really wouldn't need to touch my phone. I could turn the music on. I could be connected with my phone through the Echo Dot, through my Bluetooth speaker system. And then if a song came on that I didn't like, I would, in the middle of doing clients' nails, I would just be able to say, Alexa, skip to the next song. And she would skip to the next song. And I still wouldn't have touched my phone. And then nobody would get to see any of my personal reminders or my phone or anything, right? Andrea brings up the old school, the clapper, clap on, clap off. Anyway, yeah, showing our age. So yeah, I mean, it seems like a lot of us are using Do Not Disturb. Does anybody even still have a salon phone? Or do you have a separate salon phone line? Now, for IRS purposes, for the United States, you can only deduct the price of a phone if it is only used for business. You can't do a partial cell phone deduction because it's the cell phone you use for business. So if you want to have a business phone, you can have a separate phone for business and it's deductible at full price, but you have to have then another phone available for your personal use. So I think for most of us, I think that's too much hassle. I know it is for me. It wasn't worth the $20 a month write-off. Amy says, yes, the salon I just moved into still has one. Yeah. I definitely see at Sola salons where I just moved into, I have phone jacks and I could get a salon phone and it's like $20 a month or something. But then I could get a cell phone for $20 a month. So Sassy Chic says my old salon still has one too. I just don't see anybody. I don't know. It seems like so many people text and we do online booking that I like having the online booking available right all the time on my phone. Apps, there's an app for that. And so like this phone that I'm using for my broadcast right now is my business phone. And I don't write it off, but it is the phone that... It's my phone number, obviously. It has my Facebook pages, Instagram, Vagaro, Pinterest, YouTube for uploading these videos. Now this is my barbershop too, and I hate when the clients sneak in and call the barbershop, right? So my business phone, and it's got all of my client nail pictures. It's got my watermarking apps, those kind of things, because I don't want to take up space on my business phone. Like on my personal phone, oh my gosh, and it has Square on my business phone. But like on my personal phone is where I have my mail app and my Netflix and the Weather Channel and my Kindle app and the grocery stores, Fred Meyer, Safeway, Amazon, Airbnb, just because that's fun to daydream. Groupon, my fantasy football thing. I have iHeartRadio on this. I didn't know that. Uber Eats is on this one. Wish, Home, Cute, Google Translate, Orbitz. That kind of stuff. Twitter. Like I have Twitter and LinkedIn on my personal, but not on my business. And like I have my Couch to 5K and stuff like that on my personal, but not on my business. My business stays just business related stuff. So I don't run out of memory anymore. Like we had a few times happen here. So, well, it looks like we've all pretty much got the clients contacting at all hours of the night under control. I just ignore them. If it manages to slip through or I happen to read it or whatever, I just ignore them until my business days or until I feel like getting back to them. So boundaries, man, it's got to be boundaries. But I do have a set schedule, you know, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Fridays, and every other Saturday. And I work long days. And so, you know, it's good. It's all right. It's all right. All right. Okay. Well, that's that. I'm going to go make brown rice now. Because I need to make it ahead of time for the week or the next couple of days, or I won't follow this elimination diet thing. And I'm going to drink a protein shake and make rice. Andrea says, I commute 1 hour to and from on the interstate. Would like it to say I'm driving. One of my clients, she has a Samsung. She has a Galaxy S7 Edge, I think. Anyway, her phone does. If I text her and she's driving, I get a text message reply back that says, you know, I'm driving. I will get back to you when I'm not driving or something to that effect. So I know it's in there. I just don't know where to find it, but it's in there. Google it. Google it. Google your model number of your phone and driving auto reply or something like that. So, one of mine too, but she didn't know someone did it for her. Sassy Chic, if you have AT&T, they have an app that does that too. Yeah. I also do this magical thing that when I'm not driving, because I don't drive for Uber anymore. Too busy doing other stuff. I do this little thing. It's called, I take my phone and I put it in my purse and I set it on the floor. Or if I'm streaming music and stuff from my phone into the car, I put my phone on Do Not Disturb, which is just the little moon icon if you swipe up from the bottom of an iOS, and I just set it down. And then I don't look at it again. It's that easy. All right, well, it has been my time here with you guys. And so I think on Thursday, when I'm here, same bat time, same bat channel, I think we're going to talk about deregulation. I think we're going to talk about regulation and deregulation issues, and talk about some different areas around the world that aren't regulated, and kind of how we as an industry can do that. So, Amy says it's nice to see me again. Well, thank you for being here, Amy. What days am I on Periscope now? Yes, New Zealand. Correct, Julia is one of them. I am on Mondays and Thursdays at 1 p.m. Pacific time. Whatever Pacific time is, it's GMT -8. So whatever you are, or UTC, GMT, Greenwich Mean Time, I'm subtract 8 hours from Greenwich Mean Time. So that's how you can figure out if you're on the plus side of Greenwich Mean Time, how to find your way to my time. So Mondays and Thursdays at 1 o'clock, those are my office days. And so that way it doesn't interfere with my client biz. And it's usually when I'm at home here in my office at home. So that's it. I'm out of here, guys. I'm going to keep working on doing some blogging and getting some videos done and all of that. So, haha, I just totally in-synced you guys. All right. I will see you guys on Thursday at 1 o'clock. Same bat time, same bat channel. Peace. Peace, love, and nails. I'm going to have to get the NSYNC music out for my outro on Thursday. Bye, guys.